This video explains the principles of the pose method. The pose method is another means for you to explore what stride option works best for you. When looking at your foot landing position in the pose method, you're going to be looking right at your midfoot to come down first, with your heel slightly following after. So on either side, first comes down the midfoot, right in the ball of your foot, and then the heel is going to fall down right after. So the entire foot is going to be planted on the ground on each individual stride. Your ankles should be relaxed and almost dangling underneath you as the back foot is not in contact with the ground. So as it comes forward, it's going to be light and loose underneath you here the entire time. It should not be flexed in either direction. It should not be pointed up toward your body or specifically down away behind you. So nice and relaxed underneath your body as you come forward each time. You should be looking to engage in your hamstring to pull that foot directly up off of the ground as soon as you are switching your stance position. So as opposed to driving off with that back leg, you want to try to focus on pulling up with that hamstring right in this area and keeping it nice and activated throughout your stride. There will be a slight push off just in order for you to move forward, but then focus on activating in your hamstring as opposed to your hip flexors, which is the front part of your quads, to swing that foot back around. Use the momentum of the stride and pulling of your hamstring to get you to switch positions in your running stance. The stride length will seem slightly compacted, and you should reach the mid stance of your position very quickly when engaging correctly in your hamstring and pulling it up underneath your body as opposed to driving off. So you can see in our runner, as they're landing on the foot, they're almost directly over top of their foot from their head and their waist almost immediately. So there's less time that you are spent with your foot out in front of you, and everything is going to be much more compacted as opposed to elongated when you're pulling with the hamstring as opposed to pushing off with your foot and hips. The core and glutes should be lightly engaged to ensure that you're staying efficient during your stride. So you can see in our runner there is no rounding in the back at all. So you can see it is a straight line from the head down to the heel. We want to avoid having that back rounded in either direction. And again, having those glutes and hamstrings engaged to help pull that foot up off the ground and moving forward. To recap the pose method, land on your midfoot with your heel following lightly and kissing the ground. Keep the ankles relaxed and loose. Focus on pulling with your hamstrings as opposed to pushing with your hips. Use short, compact strides to help you find your mid-stance quicker. And keep a tight and engaged core. Thanks for checking out the video today, guys. For more information, check out reinforcedrunning.com and sign up for the newsletter.